you were undoubtedly very consistent on a very consistent workout regimen when you were playing. So what are the differences between when you were playing and your workout regimen now?
You know, now I think, and for anybody, I think one of the hardest things, even when I played, you know, in the winter, you know, you'd cross train. You'd play racquetball, you'd play basketball, you'd play tennis, you'd go running. And, you know, my youngest daughter, Kelly, we'd be watching the Colt game, and halftime, Kelly and I'd go out when she was 6 years old, and we'd run 3 miles. And she could almost make it. Now she runs marathons. But the hardest thing, I think, for anybody is to wake up in the morning and force themselves to do that workout. Now, I'm 64 years old. I know that I want to live as long as I can. When I played, obviously, it was because I wanted to win 20 games. I wanted to play in World Series. But I think as you get older, I think the most important thing is to say, okay, do I want to live as long as I can? You know, genetics has a lot to do with that. But I mean, I used to weigh 212 pounds when I first came to the major leagues, and my diet was horrible. And I got down to about 192 pounds.
Yeah,
you know,
great.
and now I probably weigh a little bit more because I probably lift more weights, and I'm a little bit older. But you know, I bike, I do all the kind of things. But the hardest thing I think for people is to get out the door, and I don't care what you do, whether you go to work, instead of taking the elevator, walk the stairs. There's just little things you can do, right? You know, when you're sitting in a seat, try to contract your abs. I mean, they're just little things you can do, and I think generally it just makes you, when you look in the mirror, and you know, self-image is real important.
Yes.
It makes you feel better about yourself.